guys, welcome to Vapescape UK. I am Dazza78 and today we're going to be doing a little quick video about odour control and odour neutralisation and elimination. So if you're in an illegal country, an illegal state, or you just don't want your house smelling of weed, you've got kids, you have people coming over, you're going away somewhere and you want to be able to medicate and you don't want to stink the place out like a relative's house or a hotel, this maybe could help you out a little. Okay, so first things first, I have got some Amnesia Haze loaded into the DaVinci IQ. Let's crack this on because I want to be able to use the IQ. I'm going to have to swap the battery out on this baby, but luckily enough it's pretty easy. I want to swap it out in a second. I'll swap it out now in fact. Okay, and as I was explaining to somebody, I have no DaVinci pick in there. Okay, this one will have to do. That comes out. So it's okay because doing this I get to show you something really cool. I've been telling somebody about a company I get my sales off of, fogstar.co.uk, and you get this case with them. It's embossed with the logo Fogstar. That's pretty badass. And they have these really cool cells that test. I tested these thoroughly for a long time. They tested better than LG and Samsung, and they'll sell you LGs and Samsungs. They'll even wrap them in these really cool wraps for you. And when you buy them, not only do you get the free case, that's so cool. Not only do you get the free case, you also get some free wraps if you want to rewrap them. And that's handy because if you don't always take your flavor chamber out, you can snag your wrap on this. You get the case and you also get some insulators as well, which I think is really good because battery safety is paramount. You can't muck around with these chemical cells. Right, that goes in there, swapped out. I've got a new one in. Let's crack that on. And as I said, the reason I'm wanting to use the DaVinci today is because I'm going to use it through the glass piece, because I want you to visibly see. I could hit the MV1 or I could hit something else. You wouldn't physically be able to see the amount of vapor I'm going to be working with. So we'll get this up to where I like it. We'll have it at 380 for a bit because I really like this vapor 380. Okay, so this is the Smoke Buddy. Not the Junior, the Smoke Buddy. I don't really like the Junior. There is something very similar to this called the Sploofy, which I've used. I don't own one. They're not that easy to get in the UK. That's up to temperature. They're not that easy to get in the UK, the Sploofy. These are easier to get. I know the Sploofy, you can swap the filter out and you replace the filter. But I like these because they stand up straight. They stand up. They come with the travel caps. The Sploofys don't do that. Tasty. Right, I'm just priming it. I'm not trying to take big draws and get big clouds. I'm priming it because I'm going to use it with the piece. So this is the Smoke Buddy. And if I was going around somebody's house, I would have carried this with me in my stash bag. Pop the caps off. And if you're using something that's like this, between drawers, I just cap it like that. With something that's on demand, with the MV1, you wouldn't have to. Firefly, you wouldn't have to. Okay. And Grasshopper, you wouldn't have to. Okay, so this is a personal carbon filter. And the idea is you push your lips up to it, you blow the vapor or the smoke through there, and it eliminates the smell and it eliminates the vapor, and it works. I'm going to show you that it works. This is my own personal one. No one else uses this, so I can use this slightly differently. So I don't put my lips up to it because I find to get a seal like that you really have to push your lips up against it and it's not very comfortable. What I do is over the top. I find I can expel the vapor smoother with less resistance. I get an airtight seal around there so I'm not getting it escape. through the sides as I'm pushing it through, and that's the way I like to use it. That's all well and good. You might say, oh, there was no more vapor there. I've only got it up at 380, but let's see if I can get something visible in the can. Let's ramp it up. Let's go big. Let's go 430 and try and get a bigger cloud. So I was just pulling on that because there was a terpene I didn't want to miss as it heated up. I wanted to catch it on the way because I love that terpene. Kicks in between 380, 410, 415. Okay, this is really prime now. We're going to get some lovely vapor in the can. It's really effective. You can't say it don't work, and I believe it's 200 uses they say out of this. It's either 200 or 300. There are ways you can extend its life. They're pretty troublesome. I mean, it's disposable. You can toss it, get another one for about 20 quid. Around that, you get them on Amazon. You can get them all over the place. They are a lot easier to get than the Sploofy, and it's worth getting this. I prefer this over the Junior. That's been building up a second. Let's see if I can get a nice one. You can't say it don't work. There was visible vapor in the can. Through that. Now, that eliminates the vapor in the air, the smell and everything else. It's really good. You bang your travel caps on there. You're good to go. I'll show you another one through that in a second. But now, what I have and what I've been testing and what works better than anything I've seen for eliminating the smell of cannabis, whether it's the plant material, the smell of the vapor, anything, is this. This was European Product of the Year. This won so many awards at Cannabis, it's ridiculous. And this is the neutralizer. This is the Pro Kit. And this contains, let me pop that in there. We're going to have another hit for that. This contains a, what do they call, let me read you what they say it is. An EME, electronic molecule evaporator. It's like an ionizer, or like a, it disperses like a vapor into the air. It's not harmful, it doesn't absorb back, so you could use this in a grow room and it wouldn't absorb back onto your plants. It plugs in, it's very compact. I can show you, well, it fits in this box. And this one lasts 24/7. You can have it plugged in 24/7 and it lasts for 6 weeks. That's pretty impressive. It's not like any of that. I used to have owner blocks and they don't smell like what they say on the packet. This Pro Kit neutralizes up to 375 meters squared. So if you're just in your bedroom, you can plug this in, and I tell you what, this neutralizes in an hour. So you can put that on, and in an hour you're not going to smell anything. You can't say it don't work. People can be, yeah, don't work. They work. Okay. Back to the neutralizer. Lasts up to 6 weeks. Comes from a couple of guys who made this in Spain. It's got replaceable oil cartridges. So once you pay for the EME, you can get these and they replace. As I said, it takes an hour, up to an hour, depends on the size of the room. The big room, the 375, in an hour, you won't smell any cannabis. It don't take away, so if you had a bag full of shitty babies' nappies there, it's not going to take the smell of that away. It just alters the smell of cannabis. It's very, very clever, very clean, lasts a long, long time. And you can walk into the room, and it's strange because you can see maybe the air is not clear, and you can't smell cannabis. And if it's been smoked, I don't smoke, but if it's been smoked, you can come into the room, you can see the smoke, you can smell that there's smoke, but it won't smell like cannabis smoke. And my wife, who doesn't like the smell of cannabis, she loves the smell of this. It smells like Radox. In fact, when she first smelled it, she thought it was Radox. She said to me, "Have you been using my Radox?" And I said, "No." Now, as I say, I don't work for this company. I'm not a salesman for this company. I do love this product. I believe in this product. This is the big kit. They make a car kit. If you like hotboxing your car out, they make a smaller kit if you've only got a little room and you don't need something that's overkill. So I've been testing this product and it's really, really, really good. As neutralizers go, it's the best. It really is the best. There's nothing else I can say about it. I've used Odour blocks. I'm not a lover of them. I've even had one that says fresh linen. It don't smell like fresh linen. You have the apple crumble one. It don't smell like apple crumble. They might as well just call it Odour block. And that's, they should. Don't tell me it smells like something if it doesn't. And then my wife goes, "What's that smell?" It smells like chemicals. And that sort of smell, it doesn't not absorb. That smell can get on anything. You couldn't put, if you had a grow room, you couldn't put one of those in there. You wouldn't want that absorbing back onto your plant. Even though it's natural products, it's just the smell and the taste. You wouldn't want it. You just wouldn't want it. And this is small. It plugs in. Takes up to an hour. So you can take this apart. You get a cap that goes on the cartridge. You can put that in your stash bag. You can even put it back in that. But you can put, they're only small pieces. You can put that in your stash bag. If you was going to a hotel room, just plug it in. You can just, in an hour, they're not even going to smell anything. Or in a relative's house, I don't know, in hotels about smoke alarms, I don't think that having a vape would set off a smoke alarm. I don't know about people sitting there blazing, but I'd be quite confident sitting there having a vape with that on in a hotel room. This haze is wicked. And again, I really like this product. Again, I've used the sploofie. The sploofie works just as well. Some people prefer the sploofie, they say, because it's got a piece that actually fits over. I don't like that piece because it means I can't stand it on a table. It has to lay on its side all the time. I like the fact that this comes with caps. That this is closed when I toss that in my bag. That's closed up. I like that. Also comes, if it depends on which one you get, but the regular one like this, it comes with a cool little diode sploofie, man. Which is nice. Yeah, it's free. I'm going to have a little stir of this. I'm going to get a big hit off of this. I'll try and find my missing Da Vinci pick. Because I don't like losing picks. Even Da Vinci ones, which I've got a shitload of. Yes, let's get this loaded. And that's the good thing with the piece as well. When you reload, using the Da Vinci for a piece like this, you can get a really lovely second set of hits off of it. Right, that's going to bug me if I don't find that pick, people. I'm going to let this hit up to temperature. I'm going to take a real big hit and I'm going to say shine on. And here we go. Hopefully this is going to be a fat hit. Send me off into the distance. Literally and physically.